Y'all know how y'all hear like it's like a kind of like a trendy thing where people be like, I don't know who this is for, but so and so, such and such, and it's like it's a trend that kind of started from like the church actually, because you would have prophets going and saying, I don't know who this is for, but and announcing some good thing or whatever, and people get excited about that, right? um I hear that different though, because like I don't. I mean, on the one hand, not every person saying I don't know who this is for and then following it up with some trendy statement is an actual prophet speaking from heaven. Duh. But the ones that are real, um, that's scary because heaven citizens are known, right? Like they in a book, right? And so a real actual prophecy coming from heaven starting off with I don't know who this is for, that's a prerequisite for I never knew you. So they that worship in spirit also worship in truth. So I don't think you're gonna get too excited about that kind of stuff when you worshiping like you're supposed to. And I came up from a different time. I grew up in a different time, and I just kind of feel like Bishop Coleman would have made them people sit down and fast and pray, because I just don't see him letting people get up with a he said, she said, God said, and they can't tell you who he said it to. They probably would have had to sit down and fast and pray until they could tell you who it was for. But I do think that there is a reaping and sowing aspect happening, because men have normalized not knowing where to put their thing at. They don't know who it's for. They got a package they got to deliver, they just don't know who it's for. And so they go around poking people with their penises and acting like they didn't know they wasn't supposed to do that. They've normalized, pretending who you need to be to get what you want out of a woman and going on about your business and acting like it's just, oops, my bad, we weren't a good fit. But the thing about that is men are supposed to know, like, right? So that I don't know who this is for thing, it might fly in men's faces, but God ain't gonna play that. And the way he don't play that is real, like, God got jokes, right? So I don't know who this is for. Prophecies coming from heaven, peace, joy, whatever come after this is for, that's a prerequisite to I never knew you. You keep playing in his face, that's what you gonna hear, right? So y'all be careful about that, because like it's a whole lot of reaping and sowing going on that men don't really be paying attention to. Like, they upset about the Voters' Right Act, but y'all have not been listening to women for a while now, right? Like, black women have been saying, we need y'all to do better, we need y'all to stand up, we need y'all to do that, and y'all tell us to just, y'all say a bunch of stuff that don't equal y'all standing up and being the men y'all supposed to be, right? So y'all not knowing who this is for. And then you hear these prophecies, I don't know who this is for. And then you don't be listening to black women, and now they don't want to hear your voice. And you can't see how none of these dots connect. Y'all better stop playing in God's face. All right? Love y'all.